Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. It is worrisome that in the past month the Federal Reserve has met with Ripple 3 times to discuss the method of using XRP to facilitate cross-border payments. Since XRP is expected to play a significant role in the digital currency settlement system utilized by the U.S. Central Bank, all of this activity is designed to drive the price of XRP to above $10,000 per coin. To simplify their international transactions, the Federal Reserve plans to deploy the XRP Ledger and the XRP native coin. Since the 25 Hours Awake account stated that everything was going to start in the next few weeks, when XRP is predicted to achieve a new record high, we'll get to why this is so important shortly. There were reportedly 3 meetings between Ripple and the Federal Reserve in the prior month. At this moment, I began investigating whether or not the Federal Reserve had ever held a meeting and whether or not anyone present had ever mentioned either XRP or Ripple. Also unexpectedly, this has happened multiple times in the last 9 years. The Vice President of the Federal Reserve Bank acknowledged Ripple and cited what the Vice President of the Federal Reserve and the deal of FADU believe would work best for a Fed coin blockchain, so it was very evident that this would happen. And on this Fed coin blockchain, you can see exactly which bank is sending money to which bank. Ripple's network is the best at making the most of Bitcoin's original ledger, so you'd know who got the loan and how much if the Fed gave one of these groups an emergency loan. Following up on speculations that the Fed had met with Ripple, I found a paper in which the Fed stated explicitly that XRP would most likely be used to power the blockchain component of the Fed and a payment system. Just as I said, the XRP price would react quickly to these developments. Let's read it as a group now though. It states that the Fed NEBS services partnership with Metal Blockchain for fast fiat and stable coin trades is a major step toward breaking the barrier between centralized banking and decentralized finance. Ripple, a prominent provider of international payments and open-source distributed ledger technology, is one of the fintech companies the Fed will now utilize. The Federal Reserve may now hire multiple companies, one of which is Stellar Lumens XLM, a blockchain-based payment network that facilitates the processing of international payments in a more timely and cost-effective manner. Thus, XRP and XLM, or Ripple and Stellar Lumens, respectively, are 2 well-established cryptocurrencies. Which do you foresee being adopted? In all honesty, it might be either. If you had to pick one, though, Ripple XRP would be it. The video you're seeing has been retroactively updated to 2015 because of a judgment the judge issued on XRP declaring that the cryptocurrency is not a security in and of itself and the SEC's Ripple action. Now, however, a Ripple representative has publicly claimed that they proposed a payment system to the Federal Reserve, which they have termed the FedNet payment system. Furthermore, they made it crystal clear in their announcement that they had contacted the Federal Reserve and notified them that the XRP coin would be used by the Fed's net payment system's blockchain component. For this reason, the XRP's eventual integration into the Federal Reserve's payment system has been widely known within the company for quite some time. More evidence that you can never tell has been arriving recently. Maybe things will get going properly the day after tomorrow. Since I got started far back in 2014 or 2015, let's start the video for you right now. I made the suggestion to the Fed and their research team. Almost none understood what it was at the time. However, it worked similarly to a permission blockchain for digital currency issued by governments. Researchers were given the task of visualizing a hypothetical dollar digitization project. We also mentioned that a permission blockchain may serve as a foundation, allowing for eventual interjurisdictional use. This is not limited to the US dollar, but rather works with a wide range of currencies. Therefore, results like those seen on Ripple and elsewhere are achieved by effective implementation of interoperability. Although blockchain technology holds promise, it is currently anticipated that a bridge currency will be required. In addition, the value of that bridge doesn't fluctuate and can be pegged to either the dollar or the euro. It could serve as a form of currency. Since it was only tested in a limited capacity in Maine, no companies have adopted much as the alternative to Ripple. It's not unreasonable to require XRP at $10,000 if the intensity level is high enough. Support for the XRP native coin at this level requires a $10,000 investment. It also explains quite a bit. There will be a large sum of money offered for transfer. As a result, you need a reliable and valued asset if you want to avoid transferring a big number of money. Ripple has just entered the real estate business with an initiative aimed at tokenizing real estate assets. This is where the Rent.com network comes in. Recently, the Rent.com network and Ripple have shared many commonalities, and a possible union between the two has been widely discussed on crypto Twitter. In particular, both of these firms are actively trading at the present time. If you're unfamiliar with the Rent.com network, it's a multi-billion-dollar company that deals in rentable properties and has extended to more than 130 countries, including the Republic of Palau. The fact that they exclusively accept rent coin as payment for rents and personal property is one of their primary characteristics as of right now. As a global rentable asset company, they are required to have their payment transferred to their headquarters, which I believe to be in either the United States or Canada, using the SWIFT system, which is more complex, more expensive, and generally much more difficult than many of their typical traditional methods of payment. But this is where Ripple comes in handy. Everyone is aware that the first round of negotiations between the Rent.com network and the Republic of Palau to adopt RT for public rentable assets has commenced. Many believe that at that time they met with Brad Garlin, CEO of Ripple, and that as a result they have formed some sort of joint ownership that will allow for the tokenization of the Rent.com network's tokenized assets on the XRP ledger and through XRP to facilitate payments for the rentable assets. Because payments through the Rent.com network require at least monthly transfers of several $1,000,000, this would be a very substantial collaboration if it became public knowledge that XRP supported them. It's thrilling that I've been an early investor in ART-Coin, having done so only in the past month. The past week has seen additions to RT of over 21,000% and 3,000%, respectively. That's why this coin is going off like a bomb. Your Income Network, or RT, only accepts payments in its native token, which has a real-world application. The renter must pay RT coin whenever the Rent.com network, a sizable organization, expands and buys a new RT property or Rent.com network property, which means that our team's value must rise nearly every month. Thankfully, I found a use for a few of them. Ripple's XRP may soon surpass the $10,000 level we discussed recently, and analysts are currently meeting with the Federal Reserve to discuss its potential future value. If you've been keeping up with the news, you know that the Federal Reserve has made it official. XRP will be used to power the blockchain technology behind the Fed's net payment system. A spokeswoman for Ripple has been quoted as saying, "We spoke with the Federal Reserve, and Ripple.com has lately claimed that XRP will be in demand from financial institutions after the cryptocurrency's fight with the SEC is over." As a result, when Ripple's CEO shows in, the crew always says US banks are getting in touch with us indicating they want to use us as soon as we win or replace the current provider. "We recognize the superiority and lower cost of your technology, and we thank you for it. There's no reason not to put XRP to good use." And why would the Federal Reserve, which has historically been the first to act and put these procedures in place, be the last to say yes, I want to deploy this innovative technology? This makes no sense. In reality, we are probably looking into the Federal Reserve right now. They have begun the implementation stage and begun incorporating it into their system. The implementation system is ready to go at the flip of a switch. It's also ludicrous that exchanges are investing in XRP, given that they've already amassed over 2 billion XRP, worth about $1.9 billion at today's prices, and plan to continue doing so through 2023. This demand has kept the price of XRP at its current level of 50 cents. However, the technology behind XRP is where its genuine worth rests, and I have metal cryptocurrency coins sitting on my desk as proof of this. I even have one of my own cars. And I'm doing this to remind myself that yes, indeed, this is the case. Not $10, but XRP instead, Not $1,000 just yet, however, eventually technological advancements will unavoidably push XRP's true value above the $10,000 threshold. So, guys and gals, why do you value XRP? Alright, we're at the end of the video. I'm glad you guys had a good time. Please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your friends and family. Thank you very much for your attention. See you soon, bye.